Have you ever wondered about waking up in your 50s, financially free, with the power to live life on your terms, traveling the world, pursuing your passions, or leaving a legacy for your loved ones? All because you made a few bold moves after 40. What if I told you that in just 10 to 15 years, you could transform your financial future, no matter where you're starting from? Stick with me, because I'm about to reveal the exact strategies that can make this dream your reality. By the end of this video, you'll discover a proven, step-by-step roadmap to build life-changing wealth after 40, even if you feel like you're starting late or have faced financial setbacks. I'll share powerful secrets that tap into your unique experience and wisdom, showing you how to turn every dollar into a wealth-building machine. You'll learn how to slash debt, skyrocket your savings, and unlock income streams you never thought possible, without sacrificing the life you love. I'll reveal how to harness global trends, cutting-edge technology, and even your hobbies to create a financial empire that grows while you sleep. Most importantly, you'll walk away with the confidence and clarity to create a future where money is no longer a worry, but a tool to fuel your dreams. Stay until the end, because I'm also sharing a game-changing tip that could shave years off your journey to financial freedom, giving you the life you've always deserved. Don't miss a single second. This could be the moment that changes everything. As you watch, do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and enable the notification bell to stay updated whenever we post a new financial growth video. If you're a person who is very interested in growing your finance to the next level, do not hesitate to get our Millionaire Secret, a guide to help you grow your finance just like successful people does. Click on the link in the description to get access now. Building wealth after the age of 40 may seem daunting, especially if you feel behind on your financial goals or are starting from a modest foundation. However, with a focused strategy, disciplined execution, and a willingness to adapt, it's entirely possible to create significant wealth in just 10 to 15 years. While the timeline is relatively short, the principles of wealth building remain timeless. Leveraging time, maximizing income, minimizing expenses, investing wisely, and maintaining a long-term perspective. The key is to approach this goal with clarity and intentionality, recognizing that every decision you make can either propel you toward financial independence or hold you back. This article will outline a practical, actionable roadmap for building wealth after 40, drawing on strategies that balance risk, reward, and realistic expectations. The first step in building wealth at any age, but particularly after 40, is to take an honest look at your current financial situation. This means assessing your income, expenses, assets, debts, and net worth. Knowing where you stand provides a clear starting point and helps you identify gaps that need to be addressed. For example, calculate your monthly income from all sources: salary, side hustles, or passive income streams, and compare it to your expenses. Many people are surprised to discover how much they spend on non-essential items like dining out, subscriptions, or impulse purchases. Creating a detailed budget is critical, as it allows you to see where your money is going and where you can cut back to free up funds for saving and investing. Tools like budgeting apps or even a simple spreadsheet can help you track your spending with precision. Once you have a clear picture of your finances, the next step is to eliminate high-interest debt. Debt, particularly credit card balances or personal loans with interest rates above 7 to 8%, can erode your ability to build wealth. The interest you pay on debt often outpaces the returns you might earn from investments, making it a priority to pay off these obligations as quickly as possible. Consider using the debt snowball or debt avalanche method. The snowball method involves paying off smaller debts first to build momentum, while the avalanche method focuses on tackling high-interest debts to minimize total interest paid. Whichever approach you choose, commit to paying more than the minimum each month and avoid accumulating new debt. If you have a mortgage, evaluate whether refinancing to a lower rate or a shorter term makes sense, as this can reduce your interest payments and free up cash flow for wealth building. With debt under control, the focus shifts to maximizing your savings rate. After 40, time is a critical factor, and saving aggressively is essential to make up for any lost ground. Aim to save at least 20 to 30% of your income, if not more, depending on your goals. This may require significant lifestyle adjustments, such as downsizing your home, driving a less expensive car, or cutting back on luxury expenses. The goal is to redirect as much money as possible toward investments that can grow over the next 10 to 15 years. One effective way to boost your savings is to automate the process. Set up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account each month, so the money is moved before you have a chance to spend it. This removes the temptation to overspend and ensures consistent progress. Increasing your income is another powerful lever for building wealth. After 40, you likely have years of experience and expertise in your field, which can be leveraged to negotiate a higher salary, seek promotions, or transition to a higher paying role. If your current job has limited growth potential, consider exploring new industries or roles where your skills are in demand. For example, fields like technology, healthcare, and finance often offer lucrative opportunities for experienced professionals. Beyond your primary career, developing side hustles can significantly boost your income. This could involve freelancing, consulting, or starting a small business based on your skills or passions. For instance, if you have a knack for writing, you could offer freelance content creation services. If you're skilled in a trade, such as carpentry or graphic design, you could take on project-based work. The key is to identify opportunities that align with your strengths and can be scaled over time. Investing is the cornerstone of wealth building, and after 40, it's critical to adopt a strategy that balances growth with risk. The stock market is one of the most accessible and effective ways to grow your wealth over a 10 to 15-year period. Historically, the stock market has delivered average annual returns of around 7 to 10% after inflation, making it a powerful tool for compounding wealth. A diversified portfolio of low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, is often the best choice for most investors, as it provides broad market exposure while minimizing risk. For example, investing in an S&P 500 index fund allows you to own a small piece of hundreds of large, stable companies, reducing the impact of any single company's performance on your portfolio. While stocks should form the core of your investment strategy, consider allocating a portion of your portfolio to other asset classes, such as bonds or real estate, to further diversify. Bonds tend to be less volatile than stocks and can provide steady income, which is particularly valuable as you approach retirement. Real estate, whether through direct property ownership or real estate investment trusts, REITs, can offer both appreciation and rental income. However, real estate investments often require more capital and management, so weigh the costs and benefits carefully. For those with a higher risk tolerance, alternative investments like small business ventures or peer-to-peer lending might offer higher returns, but these come with greater risk and require thorough research. Tax-advantaged accounts are a critical tool for maximizing your investment growth. If you're in the United States, prioritize contributing to accounts like a 401k or an IRA, which offer tax benefits that can significantly enhance your returns over time. For example, a traditional 401k allows you to contribute pre-tax dollars, reducing your taxable income, while a Roth IRA offers tax-free growth and withdrawals in retirement. If you're self-employed, consider a SEP IRA or solo 401k, which allow for higher contribution limits. In 2025, the contribution limit for a 401k is $23,500 for those under 50, with an additional $7,500 catch-up contribution for those 50 and older. Maxing out these accounts each year can accelerate your wealth building, especially if your employer offers a matching contribution. Beyond traditional investments, real estate can be a powerful wealth building tool, particularly for those starting later in life. If you already own a home, consider whether you can leverage its equity to invest in additional properties. Rental properties can generate passive income and appreciate over time, but they require careful management and an understanding of the local market. Alternatively, real estate crowdfunding platforms allow you to invest in properties with smaller amounts of capital, offering exposure to real estate without the responsibilities of being a landlord. Be cautious, however, as real estate markets can be unpredictable, and liquidity is often lower than with stocks or bonds. Another often overlooked aspect of wealth building is protecting your assets. After 40, you're likely at a stage where you have significant responsibilities, such as supporting a family or planning for retirement. Ensuring you have adequate insurance coverage, health, life, disability, and property can prevent financial setbacks from derailing your progress. For example, a single major medical expense without proper insurance could wipe out years of savings. Similarly, consider estate planning to protect your wealth for future generations. A simple will or trust can ensure your assets are distributed according to your wishes and minimize tax liabilities for your heirs. Entrepreneurship is another avenue to consider, especially if you have a unique skill set or business idea. Starting a business after 40 can be intimidating, but it also comes with advantages. You likely have more industry knowledge, professional connections, and financial stability than you did in your 20s or 30s. A business doesn't have to be a full-time endeavor. Many successful entrepreneurs start with a side hustle that grows over time. For example, you might launch an online store, offer consulting services, or develop a product that solves a specific problem in your industry. The key is to start small, test your idea, and scale gradually while managing risk. Online platforms like Etsy, Upwork, or Shopify make it easier than ever to launch a business with minimal upfront costs. Education and skill development are also critical for building wealth after 40. The job market is constantly evolving, and staying competitive requires continuous learning. Invest in yourself by taking courses, attending workshops, or earning certifications that enhance your earning potential. For example, learning skills in high-demand fields like data analysis, digital marketing, or software development can open new income opportunities. Many of these skills can be learned online through platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or LinkedIn Learning, often at a low cost. Additionally, networking with professionals in your industry can lead to new opportunities, whether it's a better job, a business partnership, or an investment idea. One of the biggest challenges to building wealth after 40 is maintaining discipline and avoiding lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle, buying a bigger house, a luxury car, or taking expensive vacations. While it's important to enjoy life, these expenses can significantly delay your financial goals. Instead, adopt a mindset of delayed gratification. For example, rather than spending a $10,000 windfall on a luxury item, invest it in a diversified portfolio where it could grow to $20,000 or more in 10 years at a 7% annual return. Small decisions like this compound over time and can make a significant difference in your wealth. Another key principle is to stay focused on long-term goals rather than short-term market fluctuations. The stock market, for instance, can be volatile, with significant dips during economic downturns. However, history shows that markets tend to recover and grow over time. Panicking and selling during a downturn can lock in losses and derail your wealth-building plan. Instead, Adopt a buy and hold strategy with diversified investments and avoid trying to time the market. If you're unsure about your investment choices, consider working with a fiduciary financial advisor who can provide objective guidance tailored to your goals. Health is another factor that indirectly but profoundly impacts your ability to build wealth. Poor health can lead to high medical costs, lost income, and reduced productivity. After 40, prioritizing your physical and mental well-being is essential. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and routine medical checkups can prevent costly health issues down the road. Additionally, managing stress through practices like meditation or hobbies can improve your decision-making and focus, both of which are critical for financial success. For those with children, balancing wealth building with family responsibilities can be challenging. College expenses, for instance, can be a major financial burden. If you're saving for your children's education, consider tax-advantaged accounts like a 529 plan, which allows your investments to grow tax-free for qualified educational expenses. However, prioritize your retirement savings over funding your children's education. Your children can access scholarships, loans, or part-time work to cover college costs, but there are fewer options to fund your retirement if you fall short. As you approach the 10 to 15-year mark, start planning for how you'll transition your wealth into retirement or other goals. This might involve shifting your investments toward more conservative options, such as bonds or fixed income securities, to preserve your capital. Alternatively, you might focus on creating passive income streams, such as rental properties or dividend-paying stocks, to support your lifestyle without depleting your savings. If you plan to retire early, calculate your number, the amount you'll need to live comfortably without working, and work backward to determine how much you need to save and invest each year. Finally, mindset plays a crucial role in building wealth after 40. It's easy to feel discouraged if you're starting later than you'd hoped or if you've faced financial setbacks. However, focusing on what you can control, your savings rate, investment choices, and income opportunities, empowers you to make progress. Celebrate small milestones along the way, such as paying off a debt or reaching a savings goal, to stay motivated. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your financial values, as their support and ideas can inspire you to keep going. Building wealth in 10 to 15 years after 40 requires a combination of discipline, strategy, and adaptability. By assessing your finances, eliminating debt, saving aggressively, increasing your income, investing wisely, and protecting your assets, you can create a solid foundation for financial independence. Whether you're aiming for early retirement, financial freedom, or the ability to leave a legacy, the steps you take now can have a profound impact on your future. The journey may require sacrifices, but the reward, a secure, prosperous future, is well worth the effort. With a solid foundation in place for building wealth after 40, the journey continues by diving deeper into strategies that not only accelerate financial growth, but also make the process engaging and sustainable. The key to creating substantial wealth in a 10 to 15 year time frame lies in combining practical tactics with a mindset that embraces opportunity, resilience, and creativity. This continuation explores additional ways to maximize your financial potential, from leveraging technology and global trends to cultivating habits that ensure long-term success. The goal is to make every dollar work harder, every decision more strategic, and every moment an opportunity to move closer to financial independence. One of the most compelling ways to build wealth after 40 is to harness the power of compounding through consistent, disciplined investing. While the stock market and real estate were mentioned earlier, it's worth emphasizing how small, regular contributions can snowball into significant wealth over a decade. For instance, investing $500 a month in a diversified index fund with an average annual return of 8% could grow to over $100,000 in 10 years and nearly $200,000 in 15 years, thanks to compounding. The earlier and more consistently you invest, the more time your money has to grow. This is why automating your investments is so powerful. It removes the emotional and logistical barriers to saving, ensuring that your wealth-building engine runs smoothly, even during busy or uncertain times. Beyond traditional investments, exploring emerging markets and trends can offer unique opportunities for growth. After 40, you likely have the wisdom to spot trends that younger investors might overlook. For example, sectors like renewable energy, artificial intelligence, and healthcare technology are poised for significant growth in the coming decade. Investing in ETFs or mutual funds focused on these sectors can provide exposure to high-growth industries without the risk of betting on a single company. Similarly, global markets, particularly in developing economies, can offer higher returns, though they come with increased volatility. If you're comfortable with some risk, allocating a small portion of your portfolio, say 5 to 10%, to emerging markets can diversify your investments and boost potential returns. Another avenue to consider is leveraging your home as a wealth-building tool. If you own a home, its equity can be a powerful asset. A home equity line of credit, HELOC, can provide access to capital for investments like rental properties, a small business, or even stock market investments. However, this strategy requires caution, as borrowing against your home increases your financial risk. Alternatively, you might consider house hacking, renting out a portion of your home, such as a basement or spare room, to generate additional income. Platforms like Airbnb make this easier than ever, allowing you to turn unused space into a steady cash flow. For example, renting a room for $1,000 a month could generate $12,000 annually, which can be reinvested to compound your wealth. For those who don't own a home or prefer not to tie up capital in real estate, fractional investing platforms offer a way to participate in high-value assets with minimal upfront costs. These platforms allow you to buy shares in real estate, fine art, or even collectibles like rare wines or vintage cars. While these investments are less liquid and carry unique risks, they can diversify your portfolio and add an element of excitement to your wealth-building journey. Imagine owning a fraction of a luxury apartment building or a piece of a Picasso painting. Such opportunities were once reserved for the ultra-wealthy, but are now accessible to everyday investors. Entrepreneurship remains one of the most dynamic ways to build wealth after 40. And the digital age has made it easier than ever to start a business. The rise of e-commerce, social media, and online marketplaces means you can launch a venture with minimal overhead. For example, dropshipping allows you to sell products online without holding inventory, while print-on-demand services let you create custom merchandise like t-shirts or mugs with no upfront costs. If you have expertise in a particular field, consider creating digital products like ebooks, online courses, or coaching programs. These ventures can scale quickly as they're not limited by physical constraints, and they can generate passive income over time. For instance, a well-designed online course priced at $200 that attracts 500 students could generate $100,000 in revenue, with minimal ongoing effort after the initial setup. The gig economy also offers opportunities to monetize your skills in creative ways. Platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and TaskRabbit allow you to offer services ranging from graphic design to pet sitting. If you're multilingual, translation or tutoring services can be highly lucrative, especially in a globalized world. The beauty of the gig economy is its flexibility. You can start small, working a few hours a week, and scale up as you gain traction. Over time, these side hustles can become significant income streams or even replace your primary job, giving you more control over your time and finances. Networking is another critical component of wealth building that becomes even more valuable after 40. By this age, you've likely built a network of colleagues, mentors, and friends who can open doors to new opportunities. Actively nurturing these relationships through attending industry events, joining professional organizations, or even reconnecting with former colleagues can lead to partnerships, job offers, or investment opportunities. For example, a conversation at a conference might lead to a collaboration on a business venture, or a former coworker might introduce you to a high-yield investment opportunity. Social capital is just as important as financial capital, so invest time in building and maintaining these connections. Technology can also be a game changer in your wealth building strategy. After 40, you may feel less tech savvy than younger generations, but you don't need to be a coder to benefit from digital tools. For instance, robo-advisors like Betterment or Wealthfront can manage your investments at a fraction of the cost of a traditional financial advisor, using algorithms to optimize your portfolio based on your risk tolerance and goals. Budgeting apps like YNAB, You Need a Budget, or Mint can help you track your spending and savings with precision. Even social media platforms like LinkedIn or X can be used to identify trends, connect with experts, or promote your side hustle. Embracing technology doesn't mean mastering every tool. It means using the ones that align with your goals to save time and maximize returns. Another captivating aspect of wealth building is the potential to align your financial goals with your values. After 40, many people seek not just wealth, but also meaning in their financial journey. Impact investing, for example, allows you to invest in companies or projects that align with your values, such as those focused on sustainability, social justice, or community development. These investments can offer competitive returns while making a positive difference. Similarly, you might choose to support local businesses or charities as part of your financial plan, creating a legacy that extends beyond your bank account. Knowing that your wealth is contributing to causes you care about can make the process more fulfilling and motivating. Tax strategy is another area where small changes can lead to significant savings, freeing up more money for investment. Beyond maxing out retirement accounts, consider other tax-advantaged strategies, such as health savings accounts, HSAs, if you have a high-deductible health plan. HSAs allow you to save pre-tax dollars for medical expenses, and after age 65, you can withdraw funds for non-medical expenses without penalty, though you'll pay income tax. If you're self-employed, explore deductions for business expenses, home office costs, or even mileage if you use your car for work. Working with a tax professional can help you identify opportunities specific to your situation, ensuring you keep more of your hard-earned money. One of the most exciting aspects of building wealth after 40 is the opportunity to create multiple income streams. Relying solely on a single paycheck is risky, especially in an unpredictable economy. Diversifying your income sources through investments, side hustles, rental properties, or royalties reduces your financial vulnerability and accelerates your wealth building. For example, you might combine a high-yield savings account for short-term goals, a stock portfolio for long-term growth, a rental property for passive income, and a part-time consulting gig for extra cash flow. Each stream reinforces the others, creating a robust financial ecosystem that can withstand setbacks and capitalize on opportunities. Mindset remains a cornerstone of success, and cultivating a wealth-oriented mindset is especially important after 40. This means reframing challenges as opportunities and focusing on what you can control. For instance, if you've experienced financial setbacks, such as a job loss or divorce, view them as a chance to rebuild smarter and stronger. Adopt a growth mindset by seeking out new knowledge, whether through books, podcasts, or mentors. Titles like The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley or Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin can provide inspiration and practical insights. Similarly, Surrounding yourself with people who share your financial goals, whether through online communities or local investment clubs, can keep you motivated and accountable. Time management is another critical factor. After 40, you may juggle multiple responsibilities, from career demands to family obligations. To build wealth in a compressed time frame, prioritize tasks that directly contribute to your financial goals. For example, dedicate an hour each week to reviewing your budget, researching investments, or working on your side hustle. Use time blocking techniques to carve out focused periods for wealth building activities and minimize distractions like excessive social media or TV. Treating your financial goals with the same seriousness as your career or family responsibilities ensures steady progress. One often overlooked strategy is negotiating major expenses to free up more capital for investing. For example, you might negotiate a lower rate on your cable or internet bill, shop around for better insurance rates, or refinance your mortgage to reduce monthly payments. These savings, while seemingly small, can add up to thousands of dollars annually, which can then be redirected into your investment accounts. Similarly, consider bulk buying or secondhand options for big-ticket items like furniture or appliances to keep costs down. Every dollar saved is a dollar that can be invested to grow your wealth. For those with a higher risk tolerance, exploring speculative investments can add an element of excitement to your wealth building journey. Cryptocurrencies, for instance, have gained mainstream acceptance and can offer high returns, though they come with significant volatility. Allocating a small portion of your portfolio, say 1 to 2%, to assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum can provide exposure to this emerging asset class without jeopardizing your overall financial plan. Similarly, angel investing in startups or crowdfunding campaigns can offer the potential for outsized returns, though these are high-risk ventures that require thorough due diligence. The key is to treat speculative investments as a small, calculated bet rather than a core component of your strategy. As you progress toward your 10 to 15-year goal, regularly reassess your plan to ensure it aligns with your evolving circumstances. Life after 40 can bring unexpected changes, health issues, career shifts, or family needs that require adjustments to your financial strategy. For example, if you receive a windfall, such as an inheritance or bonus, decide whether to invest it, pay off debt, or use it to start a business. If your income increases, resist the urge to inflate your lifestyle and instead funnel the extra funds into your investments. Annual check-ins with a financial planner or even a self-directed review of your portfolio can help you stay on track and make informed adjustments. Visualization is a powerful tool to stay motivated. Picture what your life will look like once you achieve your wealth-building goals. Perhaps it's the freedom to travel, the ability to retire early, or the satisfaction of leaving a financial legacy for your children. Create a vision board or write a detailed description of your future financial life to keep your goals front and center. This emotional connection to your objectives can help you push through challenges and maintain discipline, especially during tough times. Finally, embrace the journey itself. Building wealth after 40 is not just about reaching a dollar amount. It's about gaining confidence, security, and the ability to live life on your terms. Celebrate milestones along the way, whether it's paying off a credit card, hitting a savings target, or launching a successful side hustle. These small victories reinforce your progress and make the process more rewarding. By combining practical strategies with a positive mindset, you can transform the next 10 to 15 years into a period of remarkable financial growth, setting the stage for a prosperous and fulfilling future. Kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified each time we share our next video. The pursuit of building substantial wealth after 40 in just 10 to 15 years is not only achievable, but can also be an exhilarating journey if approached with creativity, discipline, and a willingness to explore unconventional paths. At this stage in life, you bring a unique blend of experience, perspective, and resources that can be harnessed to accelerate your financial growth. The strategies discussed so far, assessing your finances, eliminating debt, maximizing savings, increasing income, and investing wisely, lay a strong foundation. Now let's dive deeper into additional captivating approaches that can amplify your wealth building efforts, making the process both dynamic and rewarding. From tapping into global opportunities to reimagining your relationship with money, the following ideas will help you push the boundaries of what's possible in a compressed time frame. One of the most exciting ways to accelerate wealth building after 40 is to capitalize on the global economy. The world is more interconnected than ever, and opportunities to generate income or invest are no longer confined to your local market. For instance, consider investing in international markets, particularly in regions with high growth potential, such as Southeast Asia, Africa, or Latin America. These areas often have burgeoning middle classes and increasing demand for goods and services, which can translate into strong investment returns. Exchange-traded funds, ETFs, or mutual funds focused on international or emerging markets allow you to diversify your portfolio while tapping into global growth. However, be mindful of currency risks and geopolitical factors, which can add volatility. A balanced approach might involve allocating 10 to 15% of your portfolio to international investments to capture growth while maintaining stability. Another way to leverage the global economy is through remote work or freelancing for international clients. With platforms like Upwork, Freelancer, and LinkedIn, you can offer your skills to clients worldwide, often earning in stronger currencies like the US dollar or euro. For example, a professional with expertise in project management, marketing, or software development can command hourly rates of $50 to $100 or more by working with clients in North America or Europe, even if you're based in a lower cost region. This income can be funneled directly into investments, significantly boosting your wealth building capacity. The flexibility of remote work also allows you to balance your primary job, side hustles, and personal life, making it a practical option for those over 40 with busy schedules. Technology continues to reshape the wealth building landscape, and embracing cutting-edge tools can give you a competitive edge. For instance, artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning are revolutionizing industries, and you don't need to be a tech expert to benefit. Consider investing in AI-focused companies or funds, as these sectors are expected to grow exponentially over the next decade. Alternatively, you can use AI-driven tools to enhance your financial decision-making. Platforms like Personal Capital or Wealthfront use algorithms to optimize your investment portfolio, rebalance assets, and minimize taxes, often at a lower cost than traditional advisors. These tools can save you time and money, allowing you to focus on other aspects of your wealth building plan. Another captivating strategy is to create a personal brand that opens new financial opportunities. After 40, you likely have a wealth of experience and insights that others find valuable. Building a personal brand through a blog, YouTube channel, podcast, or social media presence can position you as an authority in your field, leading to speaking engagements, consulting gigs, or even book deals. For example, a financial professional might start a blog about wealth building strategies for people over 40, attracting a loyal audience and monetizing through ads, sponsorships, or coaching services. The key is to start small, share authentic content, and gradually build an audience. Over time, a personal brand can become a significant income stream, amplifying your wealth building efforts. Frugality, often misunderstood as deprivation, can be a powerful and even enjoyable tool for wealth building. After 40, adopting a minimalist mindset, focusing on what truly adds value to your life, can free up substantial resources for investing. For instance, instead of buying a new car every few years, consider maintaining a reliable used vehicle and investing the savings. If you're spending $600 a month on a car payment, redirecting that money into an investment account could grow to over $120,000 in 15 years at an 8% annual return. Frugality doesn't mean sacrificing joy. It means prioritizing experiences and purchases that align with your long-term goals. For example, hosting potluck dinners with friends instead of dining out or taking local vacations instead of expensive international trips can preserve capital without diminishing your quality of life. Real estate remains a cornerstone of wealth building, but there are creative ways to approach it beyond traditional property ownership. For instance, consider co-investing with friends, family, or colleagues to pool resources and purchase properties that would otherwise be out of reach. A group of investors might buy a multi-family unit, sharing the costs and rental income, or invest in a vacation property that doubles as an Airbnb rental. Another option is to explore real estate investment trusts, REITs, that focus on niche markets, such as data centers, healthcare facilities, or logistics warehouses, which are seeing increased demand due to e-commerce and technological trends. These strategies allow you to benefit from real estate's growth potential while minimizing the time and capital required for direct ownership. For those with an entrepreneurial spirit, franchising offers a compelling path to wealth. Unlike starting a business from scratch, a franchise provides a proven business model, brand recognition, and support systems, reducing the risk of failure. Many franchises, such as fast food chains, fitness centers, or tutoring services, cater to a wide range of budgets and interests. While the initial investment can be significant, often $50,000 to $500,000 depending on the franchise, successful franchises can generate substantial income and equity over time. If a full-scale franchise is too costly, consider micro-franchises or service-based franchises, such as cleaning or home repair businesses, which require lower upfront costs and can be run part-time. Another intriguing way to build wealth is by monetizing your hobbies or passions. After 40, you likely have interests that can be turned into profitable ventures. For example, if you love gardening, you could start a small business selling heirloom plants or offering landscape design services. If you're passionate about fitness, consider becoming a certified personal trainer or yoga instructor, off classes in person or online. These ventures not only generate income, but also bring personal fulfillment, making the wealth-building process more enjoyable. The key is to identify a niche where your skills and passions intersect with market demand. Then test the idea on a small scale before committing significant resources. Tax planning takes on added importance as your wealth grows, and there are creative ways to minimize your tax burden legally. For instance, if you're self-employed or run a side hustle, consider forming a limited liability company, LLC or S corporation, to take advantage of tax deductions for business expenses, such as equipment, travel, or marketing costs. If you invest in real estate, explore strategies like 1031 exchanges, which allow you to defer capital gains taxes by reinvesting proceeds from a property sale into another property. Additionally, charitable giving can reduce your taxable income while supporting causes you care about. For example, donating appreciated stocks to a charity allows you to avoid capital gains taxes while claiming a deduction for the stock's current value. Working with a tax advisor can help you uncover these opportunities and tailor them to your situation. Building wealth after 40 also means preparing for unexpected opportunities. A windfall, such as an inheritance, bonus, or the sale of a business, can significantly accelerate your financial goals if used wisely. Rather than spending a windfall on lifestyle upgrades, consider investing it in a diversified portfolio, paying off high-interest debt, or funding a new venture. For example, A $50,000 windfall invested at an 8% annual return could grow to over $100,000 in 10 years, providing a substantial boost to your wealth. Similarly, if you're considering a career change or relocation, evaluate how it might impact your earning potential or cost of living. Moving to a lower cost area, for instance, could allow you to save more while maintaining your quality of life. Mentorship and community play a vital role in wealth building, particularly at this stage of life. Seek out mentors who have achieved the financial success you aspire to, whether through formal programs, networking events, or online communities. Learning from their successes and mistakes can help you avoid pitfalls and accelerate your progress. Similarly, consider mentoring others, as teaching can reinforce your own knowledge and open new connections. Joining or forming a mastermind group, a small group of like-minded individuals who meet regularly to share ideas and hold each other accountable, can provide motivation and fresh perspectives. These relationships create a sense of camaraderie, making the wealth-building journey less isolating and more collaborative. Another captivating approach is to gamify your financial goals. Turning wealth building into a game can make it more engaging and sustainable. For example, set short-term challenges like saving an extra $1,000 in 3 months by cutting specific expenses or earning additional income. Reward yourself with small, non-financial treats, like a day hike or a movie night, when you hit milestones. You could also track your progress visually, using a chart or app to watch your net worth grow over time. This approach taps into the psychology of motivation, making the process feel less like a chore and more like a rewarding adventure. Health and wealth are deeply intertwined, and investing in your well-being can yield financial dividends. After 40, maintaining physical and mental health becomes even more critical, as medical expenses or lost productivity can derail your plans. Simple habits like walking 30 minutes a day, eating nutrient-rich meals, and getting adequate sleep can reduce healthcare costs and increase your energy for work and side hustles. Mental health practices, such as journaling, meditation, or therapy, can improve your decision-making and resilience, helping you stay focused during market downturns or personal challenges. Viewing health as an investment rather than an expense can shift your perspective and enhance both your financial and personal outcomes. For those with a higher risk tolerance, exploring alternative investments can add excitement and potential upside to your portfolio. Collectibles, such as rare coins, vintage watches, or sports memorabilia, can appreciate significantly if chosen wisely, though they require expertise and market knowledge. Similarly, investing in intellectual property, such as patents or royalties from creative works, can generate passive income. For example, purchasing music royalties through platforms like Royalty Exchange allows you to earn a share of revenue from songs or albums, which can provide steady cash flow. These investments are speculative and illiquid, so limit them to a small portion of your portfolio, perhaps 2 to 5%, to balance risk and reward. As you approach the end of your 10 to 15-year timeline, start planning for how you'll use your wealth to achieve your broader life goals. This might mean transitioning to part-time work, pursuing a passion project, or giving back to your community. For instance, you could use your wealth to fund a nonprofit, mentor young entrepreneurs, or support family members in achieving their dreams. Alternatively, you might focus on creating a legacy through estate planning, ensuring your wealth is passed on efficiently to your heirs or favorite causes. Tools like trusts, life insurance, or donor-advised funds can help you achieve these goals while minimizing taxes and administrative hurdles. Ultimately, building wealth after 40 is about more than accumulating money. It's about creating a life of freedom, purpose, and impact. The strategies outlined here, from global investments to personal branding to alternative assets, offer a roadmap for turning your financial aspirations into reality. By combining discipline with creativity, leveraging your experience, and staying open to new opportunities, you can transform the next decade into a period of extraordinary growth. The journey may have its challenges, but the rewards, financial security, personal fulfillment, and the ability to live life on your terms are worth every effort. Embrace the process, stay committed, and watch your wealth flourish in ways you never imagined possible. The quest to build substantial wealth after 40 in a 10 to 15-year window is a thrilling endeavor that combines strategic planning, bold action, and an adventurous spirit. At this stage of life, you possess a unique advantage. The wisdom and perspective gained from years of experience, coupled with the urgency to make every moment count. The strategies discussed so far, ranging from disciplined saving and investing to leveraging global opportunities, technology, and personal branding, provide a robust framework. Now, let's explore even more captivating approaches to amplify your wealth-building journey. From tapping into untapped markets to redefining your relationship with risk and reward. These ideas will inspire you to think creatively, act decisively, and transform the next decade into a period of extraordinary financial growth, culminating in a powerful conclusion that ties it all together. One of the most exhilarating ways to build wealth after 40 is to explore niche investment opportunities that align with your interests and expertise. For instance, consider investing in startups or small businesses in industries you understand deeply. If you've spent years in healthcare, you might identify promising startups in telemedicine or medical device innovation. Platforms like AngelList or Seed Invest allow you to invest small amounts in early-stage companies, potentially reaping significant returns if the business succeeds. While these investments are high risk, they can be incredibly rewarding, especially if you diversify across multiple ventures. For example, a $5,000 investment in a startup that grows tenfold could yield $50,000, a return that could significantly boost your portfolio. The key is to limit such investments to a small percentage of your assets, say 3 to 5%, and conduct thorough due diligence to mitigate risks. Another captivating avenue is to tap into the sharing economy beyond traditional real estate. While renting out a room via Airbnb is one option, you can also monetize other assets. For example, if you own a car you rarely use, platforms like Turo allow you to rent it out to others, generating income with minimal effort. Similarly, if you have specialized equipment, such as photography gear, power tools, or even a drone, you can rent these out through platforms like Fat Llama. These micro-income streams may seem small, but they can add up over time, especially if you reinvest the proceeds into your investment portfolio. For instance, earning $200 a month by renting out assets could generate $2,400 annually, which, if invested at an 8% return, could grow to over $36,000 in 15 years. The rise of the creator economy offers another exciting opportunity to build wealth. After 40, you likely have stories, skills, or insights that resonate with others. Creating content, whether through a blog, podcast, YouTube channel, or social media, can turn your expertise into a lucrative income stream. For example, a professional with experience in leadership could launch a podcast on career development, monetizing through sponsorships or listener donations. A teacher might create an online course on a platform like Teachable, covering topics from math tutoring to creative writing. The beauty of the creator economy is its scalability. Once you create a piece of content, it can generate income repeatedly with little additional effort. A course priced at $100 that attracts 1,000 students could yield $100,000. And with digital marketing, you can reach a global audience. Sustainability and green investments are not only financially promising, but also align with a growing global focus on environmental responsibility. After 40, you may feel a stronger desire to leave a positive impact, and investing in renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, or clean technology can achieve both financial and ethical goals. For instance, funds focused on solar, wind, or hydrogen energy are seeing increased demand as governments and corporations commit to net zero goals. Companies like Tesla, Vestas Wind Systems, or NextEra Energy are leaders in this space, and ETFs like the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF provide broad exposure. These investments can offer competitive returns while contributing to a cause you care about, making your wealth-building journey more meaningful. Another dynamic strategy is to leverage your professional network to create joint ventures. After 40, you've likely built relationships with colleagues, clients, or industry peers who share your ambitions. Partnering with others to launch a business or investment project can pool resources, reduce risk, and amplify returns. For example, you might team up with a colleague to start a consulting firm, combining your complementary skills to attract high-value clients. Or you could form an investment group to purchase real estate or fund a startup, sharing the profits proportionally. These collaborations not only diversify your risk, but also make the process more engaging as you're working alongside others toward a shared goal. The key is to establish clear agreements up front to avoid conflicts and ensure alignment. Automation is another game changer for wealth building, particularly in managing your time and resources. Beyond automating savings and investments, consider automating parts of your side hustle or business. For instance, if you run an online store, tools like Shopify or WooCommerce can handle inventory, payments, and customer communications, freeing you to focus on growth. If you're a freelancer, software like Calendly can streamline scheduling, while invoicing tools like FreshBooks can ensure timely payments. By reducing the time spent on administrative tasks, you can dedicate more energy to high-value activities, such as developing new income streams or researching investments. Automation is like hiring a virtual assistant, allowing you to scale your efforts without burning out. One of the most compelling aspects of building wealth after 40 is the opportunity to redefine your relationship with risk. While younger investors may have decades to recover from losses, you're working within a shorter time frame, which might make you cautious. However, calculated risks can lead to outsized rewards. For example, consider allocating a small portion of your portfolio, perhaps 5%, to high-growth, high-risk opportunities like cryptocurrencies or venture capital funds. Bitcoin, for instance, has seen dramatic price swings, but has also delivered significant returns for long-term holders. Similarly, investing in a venture capital fund that supports tech startups could yield substantial gains if even one company succeeds. The key is to balance these risks with a stable core portfolio of index funds, bonds, or real estate, ensuring that a single loss doesn't derail your overall plan. Education remains a powerful tool for wealth building, and after 40, it's about staying ahead of the curve. The rapid pace of technological and economic change means that skills in demand today may evolve tomorrow. Investing in continuous learning, whether through online courses, certifications, or industry conferences, can keep you competitive and open new income opportunities. For example, learning basic coding skills through platforms like Codecademy can qualify you for freelance tech projects, while a certification in project management, like PMP, can lead to higher-paying roles. Even non-technical skills, like negotiation or public speaking, can enhance your earning potential. The time and money spent on education are investments in your human capital, which can pay dividends for years. Another captivating approach is to explore passive income streams that require minimal ongoing effort. Dividend-paying stocks, for instance, provide regular cash flow that can be reinvested or used to cover expenses. A portfolio of $100,000 in dividend stocks yielding 3% annually would generate $3,000 a year, which could grow significantly if reinvested. Similarly, creating digital assets like ebooks, stock photography, or software tools can generate royalties over time. For example, a photographer could upload images to platforms like Shutterstock, earning a small royalty each time a photo is licensed. These streams may start small but can compound, creating a reliable income source that supports your wealth-building goals. Community investment is another intriguing way to build wealth while making a difference. After 40, you may feel a stronger pull to give back, and community-focused investments can align with this desire. For instance, investing in local businesses or real estate projects can generate returns while revitalizing your neighborhood. Platforms like Mainvest allow you to invest in small businesses, such as restaurants or retail shops, with as little as $100. These investments often offer fixed returns, similar to bonds, and support entrepreneurs in your community. Alternatively, you might fund affordable housing projects or community development initiatives, which can offer tax benefits and social impact alongside financial returns. Financial independence is not just about accumulating wealth, but also about designing a life that reflects your values and priorities. After 40, you have a clearer sense of what matters most, whether it's spending time with family, pursuing hobbies, or traveling the world. As you build wealth, think about how it can support your vision of an ideal life. For example, you might aim for a mini retirement in your 50s, taking a year to travel or explore a passion project while your investments continue to grow. Or you could structure your portfolio to generate enough passive income to cover your living expenses, giving you the freedom to work part-time or not at all. These goals make the wealth-building process more personal and motivating. As you progress, resilience becomes a critical asset. The path to wealth is rarely linear, and setbacks, whether a market downturn, a job loss, or an unexpected expense, can test your resolve. After 40, you've likely faced challenges before, and that experience can guide you through financial obstacles. For instance, if the stock market dips, resist the urge to sell and instead view it as a chance to buy quality assets at a discount. If a side hustle doesn't take off, analyze what went wrong and pivot to a new idea. A resilient mindset, coupled with a diversified financial strategy, ensures that no single setback can derail your long-term goals. Building wealth after 40 in just 10 to 15 years is an ambitious but entirely achievable goal that combines discipline, creativity, and a willingness to embrace new opportunities. By assessing your financial starting point, eliminating debt, maximizing savings, increasing income, and investing strategically, you lay a strong foundation. From there, exploring global markets, leveraging technology, building a personal brand, and tapping into niche opportunities like startups, real estate, or the creator economy can accelerate your progress. Aligning your financial goals with your values, whether through sustainable investments, community impact, or personal fulfillment, makes the journey deeply rewarding. The key is to approach this process with a sense of adventure and purpose. Every decision, from cutting a small expense to launching a side hustle, is a step toward financial independence. Celebrate your progress, stay resilient in the face of challenges, and keep your eyes on the ultimate prize, a life of freedom, security, and impact. Whether you're aiming to retire early, travel the world, or leave a legacy for your family, the next decade can be a transformative chapter. By acting with intention and embracing the strategies outlined here, you can turn your financial aspirations into reality, creating a future that reflects your boldest dreams. Did you enjoy this video? Kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified each time we share our next video. See you on our next video.